How's everybody doing this evening? It's kind of one of those eerie nights in San Diego. I don't know if you can see the lights behind me, but it's really foggy. See the lights behind me? It's really foggy. It's kind of one of those spooky nights, eerie nights. So, but it's kind of like it's kind of fun too because it's a little bit overcast, but it's still pretty warm outside. But it's just kind of like one of those eerie, spooky movie kind of nights. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about buying Bitcoin. For years now, I've been going to convenience stores, standing in line, waiting for people to buy their lottery tickets. For years, and I mean, I saw people tonight buying lottery tickets because I think that the jackpot is 450 million or some ridiculous amount. You hear this all the time. You had a $100 million jackpot or $1 billion jackpot or I don't know what, some crazy number, and then all of a sudden one day, 6 months from now you hear somebody in some strange place. I gotta watch them all, please, because they don't like me videoing in their parking lot. Some strange place, somebody won some big money. But anyway, I'm going to suggest something to people that are buying the lottery tickets. Take that lottery money and buy yourself some Bitcoin. And you don't have to think about it. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to think if you're going to lose money or not lose money. Just buy it. Let me tell you, my son was one of the early guys in Bitcoin, early people in Bitcoin. And he told me that when he started buying Bitcoin, which he bought it really cheap. I'm not sure exactly how low he bought it, but he bought it when it was still in the triple digit range. When a Bitcoin was probably in the hundreds of dollars, maybe $100, $150. Now it's been almost to 20,000. But he told me when he first bought Bitcoin, it was hard to buy Bitcoin. He was scared to buy Bitcoin because he thought this could be zero. I mean, he's like, every penny I put into Bitcoin, I really thought that could be money that I will never see again. But it paid off. Let me tell you, at this point in the game, it will continue to pay off. And I can tell you why, because it's passed the test. The blockchain works, it's functioning today, and people are utilizing it. And what Bitcoin is, it's anonymous money. So it's like putting money someplace where nobody else can touch it or get to it. And there's only a finite number of these Bitcoin in the universe. And there never can be any more Bitcoin. And plus, Bitcoin is like the original. It's the original cryptocurrency in the universe. So it's always going to have namesake because of the fact it's the first cryptocurrency. It's finite. There's not many of it. You can buy it anonymously. You can keep it anonymously, and you can have money anonymously held. And there's value to that. Just look at Donald Trump, all the problems he's got with money laundering. If all that money was in Bitcoin, nobody would know about it. So, buy some Bitcoin. Don't buy any more lottery tickets. Buy the Bitcoin. Don't think about it. Don't analyze it. Don't say, well, it's going to go down tomorrow, or I don't know if I'm going to lose my money. Well, you're going to lose your money if you buy a fucking lottery ticket, okay? That's money that's just fucking gone, that you'll never see again. And the odds of you winning that $450 million are not even worth talking about. It doesn't, it happens so rarely and to so few people. Why should we even talk about it? Why should we talk about being a lottery winner? What chances are you of winning that kind of money? Zero. And if you do win that kind of money, let me tell you what, the universe was with you. I mean, you were going to get it somehow anyway, because if you're that lucky, you were just going to end up being wealthy, regardless of the lottery. If you win the lottery or not, something was just going to happen for you. So anyway, forget the fucking lottery tickets. Start buying the Bitcoin. Don't worry about the price. Don't worry if it's 12,000, 10,000, or 30,000. Just buy Bitcoin, not lottery tickets. Keep buying it, keep buying it, keep buying it, keep buying it. One of the things that I thought about in my lifetime is how lousy of investments this generation has. Because the stock market's a really lousy investment. I don't care how much anybody touts the stock market. I was a stockbroker, a legitimate stockbroker. Series 7, 63. I had all the licenses. I used to do business around the country. I was a penny broker. I also bought big board stocks. I understand the stock market. I understand businesses because at the penny level, you really get a good feel for these how these people work. Stock market's always been unless you can be somebody like Warren Buffett, who's got immense amounts of money, and he can hold on to stocks forever, and he can literally buy companies, and then what he does, he goes and buys companies, gets control of the board, and then he ends up cutting all the costs. One thing about Buffett, if you just look at his lifestyle, I look at who he is. What he wants is he wants control, and once he gets control, he wants to slash. And Walmart's the same way. Well, Walmart's business model is just to cut everything to the bare bone. Just to cut, your employees don't make much. You don't pay much for the product that you have on the shelves. You get everything cheap. And if you can do that, and that's what Buffett does, buys companies and then gets rid of middle management, gets rid of all the fat and just cuts it to the bone, and then he starts to milk it for the money. But unless you're Warren Buffett, you're probably going to get fucked in the stock market. And then on top of that, the money is exposed to taxes and to all the problems you can have with that too. So buy Bitcoin. Don't think about it. This is the generation that we're living in today. They have an opportunity to see immense wealth from cryptocurrencies. You have this opportunity, unlike previous years I grew up in, where you couldn't put your money in banks, you couldn't put your money in stocks, bonds, treasury, and the stock market was a fucking, most of the time it was pretty much a joke. So buy some Bitcoin, and don't buy any more lottery tickets. Please listen to me on this one. Thanks a lot.